Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I post every Thursday, or I try to at least, and today I want to talk to you guys. I'm going to come back to a subject I talked about earlier, which is night photography. I got some requests to kind of touch upon it again. I have a feeling this is going to be a couple of different videos broken up. I think that would be the easiest way to do this because night photography is kind of complicated. Today I wanted to talk about a piece of equipment that comes in really handy for night photography. I talked about it, I think, in the last video. What I want to show you is this. This is only one version. Actually, I have two versions here. These are remote shutters. So these two actually go on the hot shoe, which is where you put the flash on top of the camera. That's called the hot shoe. And these guys go right into the hot shoe. They go in and then you screw them down with this little wheel and make sure they're nice and tight. Now these won't make any connection with the hot shoe. If you can see, they're plastic. There are no mechanisms to connect to the actual camera. So these just hold, that's where they get held onto. This one actually does have a tripod mount where you can screw in, which is kind of nice. So it doesn't need to be on the camera itself. It could be on a tripod of some kind or whatever. Probably wondering what these cables are for. These actually are the cables that connect to the camera to make these work. I have two different versions. This one is an older version that I've had. I will show you the difference between an older version and a little bit newer version that I recently just bought. So I'm still learning about this one, but I'm gonna show you. This is the hot shoe. A lot of people wonder what's the hot shoe, but this is it. This is the hot shoe that holds your flash, or it can hold your transmitter. So you can slide it on, screw it on, and then this connects to the camera. If you have a big DSLR like I do, this is where you put it. I don't know about smaller cameras, but for cameras like this, what you do is you have these two little doors, usually on the side, that are rubber. Lift one up, and as you can see, it has three little holes in it. I don't know if you can see that or not. And this one goes on the very bottom connector. So you only have three little holes and three pins. They will only connect one way. So you try and get it in there. This is embarrassing. And now it's connected to your camera. Usually you'll have your camera on a tripod, not handheld like this, but for right now, I'm hand holding it. So the button I just pushed, this button right here, actually activates the shutter from here. As I push down, the shutter opens, and as I press up, the shutter closes. That's actually a really good test to make sure that your connections work and you have enough batteries, because these do run on batteries. So we have that one, and this is the controller to this one. So this is the older version I was talking to you guys about. So this is really tiny, which I kind of really like. I like that it's tiny. I like that I can put it in my pocket. It also has like this little clip or a wristband, so you can like clip it on your belt or whatever. I like that. The only downside is that you have this antenna, and you have three different options in the very front: single bulb, a 2-second delay, and a continuous. The single bulb is just one-time shot over and over and over again. The 2-second delay is if, say, you need to like run in to get to position. You can press it, 2-second delay, and then it shoots. Continuous is just continuously shoots. So I've had this for a while, and I do like it. There are times when it does not work. There are times that it runs out of battery pretty quickly. So sometimes I've been caught without batteries, which is kind of really annoying. But it does the job, and that's what you're kind of looking for when you have equipment, is to do the job. So the older one is called Velo Freewave. So if you like what you just saw and you're looking for something kind of on the cheaper end and you just want to have some fun, get a Velo though. These have been pretty good. The only reason why I got the newer version is A, I thought I lost this one. And second, I just wanted to keep trying different ones, like this one. This one's a different version of a shutter release. This one is a Pixel Pro. So it goes on the same way, connects the same way. You still have the connection. So you can put it on either way you like, but this one's way easier because then you can connect it way easier. So this one has a little power button. So we've got a channel 1, so it tells you which kind of channel you're on. You can change the channel. Now this is the controller to it. This is the controller. It's a little bit beefier, but still really fits nice in the hand. What I like about this is there's no antenna to break off. You can also connect your controller to your camera. So I can disconnect this part and connect it to just the controller if I wanted to do a corded remote shutter. But I really like this one. It has a lot more options on it where you can control, so there's a single shot, you can do multiple shots. So that's a bulb shot. So every time I hold down my finger on the button, opens up the shutter, closes the shutter, which is kind of really nice. You can control your bulb by setting a timer. You also have a timer, which is really cool. So you have a lot of these options on this controller, so you don't have to touch your camera as much, which during night photography is really, really handy. You don't want to touch your camera a lot because even after you're done touching it, the camera will still be shaking a little bit. So you have to wait for a while for it to calm down. So you try and not touch your camera as much. The downside about this guy is that every time you shoot, if you have to make any adjustments, you have to touch the camera. And that will shake the camera, which you don't want. So the upside about this one is that you don't have to touch the camera. You can do different things for like your bulb. You can hold it down as long as you need. And it actually sets your counter. It tells you how long you've been holding this, which is really, really nice during night photography because then I'm like, okay, at 15 seconds, release. And then if I look at the photo, I'm like, oh, it's still too dark. I really need to hold it longer. I can hold it longer. So I don't need to have this, I don't have to touch this. I don't have to mess with this. There's several other options on this that I haven't played with yet, but I like that I can do it from here. And it seems to have a really good range too, which is always nice. In my next video, I will take you out and actually show you night photography and how to do it properly with a tripod, with the remote shutters, with the mirror up, and really to kind of look at how you do that all together and use all of your tools together to get the perfect night shot. So here's part 1.5 of night photography. I hope this has helped you, and I hope that you stick around for the rest of the night photography videos because I think they're going to be a lot of fun. If you're liking what you're seeing, hit that little subscribe button and that little bell icon so you can see more of my videos. And please leave a comment down below and tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. Tell me anything. Tell me about your favorite dog or I don't care. Just tell me whatever you want. And keep shooting and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.